I've never seen such beautiful ladies like yourselves. Oh, I don't know whether you took out your Sunday best or your Christmas best, but you took out your best today. Wow. I think we are taking notes in the Department of Water and Sanitation. Yeah, this is fun. Mr. Kos. Yeah, thank you. This is something to commend and implement also in our department, albeit the budgetary issues that influence all of us. As indicated, my name is Manyana. I'm from the Department of Water and Sanitation, and I am the Director for Employee Health and Wellness. I am the mental health champion of the department, more especially since I'm a survivor of mental illness. And thank you. There's no better person to talk about something than the person that has experienced it. Because when you talk about it, you talk from the heart. It is something that you have experienced, and you get to understand why and how other people are suffering similar. At the same time, you are able to reveal that actually it is not the end of the world. You can survive it. Standing here, I survived it. And so is everyone that is here today. You can survive it. As women, we experience a lot of challenges, women specifically. And I think it's all over the world. We are naturous by nature, so that is why we find ourselves taking the burden of life. So let me just start by giving you an overview of mental health. So it includes our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. And it also affects how we think, feel, act, and relate to others. Those three things should be balanced. If your psychological, emotional, and social well-being are not in sync, then it means you are not well. According to the World Health Organization, mental health is defined as a state of mental well-being, and it enables people to cope with the stresses of life, realize their abilities, learn and work well, and contribute to their community. Therefore, mental health is integral to our well-being. There are certain factors that can increase our risk of mental illness. That could be a history of mental illness at home, in your family. It could be a parent or sibling that has suffered it. However, stressful life situations can also cause it. Because why? Life does happen. Life does happen to all of us. It's got its ups and it's got its downs. And that alone could cause you to have mental illness. And those stressful life situations might include finances, the death of someone you really loved, mom, dad, husband, child. It could be marital problems, divorce, as well as challenges at work. Challenges at work, we have found that victimization at work is taking a lead in causing mental illness in the public service. That was reported by the PSC. They said grievances that are related to victimization by supervisors, by bosses have gone up in the public service. That should tell us something. South Africa has a 12-month prevalence estimate of around 16.5% for common mental health disorders, which include your anxiety, your mood and substance use disorders, meaning alcohol, drug abuse, and there's a third of the population that has experienced a common mental disorder in their lifetime. I don't know if there will be a lot of you here that would say, oh, no, I never experienced it. I never felt depressed. I never felt anxious. The latest mental state of the world report has identified South Africa as the lowest ranked country based on mental well-being. We are not well. And according to IAPA SA, recent data indicates that mental health disorders have become quite prevalent, with depression affecting over 27% of South Africans, and those are only the reported cases. Mental illness goes unreported and undiagnosed in many instances because we don't know what is wrong with us until someone does the unthinkable. Maybe someone has committed suicide, and what is written on the death certificate? Suicide. It's not going to say depression and anxiety. Right? That should tell you something, that something was missed there, something was wrong that was never dealt with. DJ, I'm not done. Economically, mental health disorders cost South Africa billions of rands annually due to mental health related absenteeism. Absenteeism. James reported that at 1 year, and that was a long time ago, 2016, 2017, they spent 100 million on mental health disorders. Amongst the public servants, because the members of GEMS are public servants. Gender roles, as I was saying, women, we carry the burden of life's responsibilities because we are naturally nurturers. We have the burden of the reproductive role. We give birth. That is not an easy feat, Mr. Kosa. It is not an easy feat giving birth. Sorry, you are one of the few males in here. So I will point to you quite a few times. It is not an easy feat. We bring up those children. We look after those children. We also look after you, the husband, the partner. You want your meal, you look at me. You want your shirt ironed, you look at me. So, I have a very old baby and a small baby to take care of. And then there are other home and domestic responsibilities that fall on our shoulders as women. We also have the productive work responsibilities. Because we work, it doesn't happen anymore that the guy or the man or utata is the one that works, only because life has become expensive. We need 2 salaries and even more to be able to make it. So we also work. On top of that, we've got the reproductive role. When you are working, you have to perform. Because when you don't perform, your boss starts sitting on your neck. What's happening? I want my report. Why don't I have it? Yet, the boss doesn't have the report because he did not sleep last night. The baby was filling up with fever. Right? But your boss doesn't care. Sometimes you are the manager yourself. You are the manager. You are managing people. The buck stops with you. The department. If someone dies on site, in one of our construction sites, they say call Olive, OHS. Someone collapses in the office, they say call Olive, wellness. It stops with me because of my management role. Community. We also have roles in the community. We've got social roles. Because if we did not have those, I don't think you would be a normal person. We have our social roles in the community. Huh? Mam Tandazeli, in church, you're the one that prays for people and counsels people. Yeah? You are a member of the society, chairperson of Umas Mwaban. It's you. You are involved in charity work. It's you. And I know some of you thrive in those environments. You know, doing charity work, doing community things. You know, it gives you a sense of purpose, and there's nothing wrong with that. It is good for you. But as I'm saying, and I'm not saying leave one of those roles. I'm just trying to show you the reality of the responsibilities that women have. And when it becomes too much, you find that it's something that belongs in any of those roles that is affecting you. When life happens, it happens within any of those three roles that I indicated, the triple burden. The challenges that we face as women. Marital infertility. Yo, any of you on Facebook? Mate Makoti. No, Mr. Kosi. Harila. Uya Kalo. One day I was just thinking, what kind of an animal is a man? Why is it that a man is a cause of so much pain for women? I did not understand it. Maybe men must open more than Kwenya, so that we can know what is it that we do as women. This thing is one-sided. Because I'm only aware of what men do, how men can hurt women. Because of what I read and what I see. Marital infidelity. The person said, "Nyatanda, till death do us part. Till death do us part." Yeah. But if the death does you part, it will be because of him. We are also Guys, it is what we face as women. Violence. It could be physical, sexual. You could be sexually abused by your own husband. They used to believe that if your husband forced themselves on you, it's not rape. I have every right to your body and to you. I'm happy that now that is recognized as a crime. A husband can rape a wife. It happens to us, and some of us, we do what? We keep quiet. Some of us, we go and report, and then senior we foot. You go and cancel the case. Because he came with the most expensive dress. Please forgive me, it's okay. You look at the dress, you're like, you go. 2 weeks later, back to normal. Household demands. Food. You might be a single parent. You are responsible for feeding the family. You are responsible for the chores in the house if you don't have a helper. But even if you have a helper, whose responsibility is that helper? Yeah? How many of you would get a husband and say, "Did you see what your person just did in the kitchen?" Hey man, why can't he say it himself? What's wrong with him addressing that? Yeah, and saying, "Hey, auntie, you know what, please do this." No. He comes to you. "Did you see what that person did in the kitchen?" Your helper that is helping you is also your responsibility. When there is no food, it's your responsibility. You are the one that worries about where the next plate of food is going to come from. Financial. We don't have enough money these days to run our households effectively. How many of you can say here that my salary is enough and I'm left with change? I have 5,000 just sitting, waiting for me to decide what to do with it. I need more. You get paid on the 15th, by the 17th, there's a minus next to the balance. And we have those responsibilities as well. Now you must go to micro lenders. But 50% is going to pay. 50% interest on top of what you owe them. You don't pay them. You owe half of the money on top of the full money that you owe. Becomes a vicious cycle. We are the ones that oversee the children's schooling requirements. I'm the one that's supposed to buy stationery. I'm the one that's supposed to make sure that the kids have their uniform, the kids do their homework, the kids study, the kids have sculpting. Black tax. At least this one, I'm sure it affects you, Mr. Kosa, as well. Black tax. This one is across the board. We have a lot as African women and gentlemen. We have a lot of that. That you always have to think back a car. I need to help them. They are depending on me. I need to send money every month so that they are able to survive. There's also relations in the community. Meaning they look at you because you stick to yourself and they say, why is Joyita old? Who does she think she is and makes in art? Then they start gossiping about you and talking about you because you like your own company. That's reality. Work! Performance expectations and workload. It affects a whole lot of us, even you, Mr. Kosa. Work. It's tough. On top of those things that you are responsible for at home, there's the work. The reports are needed. You have to meet the deadline. Sometimes it's just supervisory challenges. You supervise people and people are not as dedicated as you. I used to be in that position where I just felt that my team did not have the same sense of urgency that I had. And when it's like that, I do it myself. I ended up taking a lot of things on me, doing things so that work can do because the buck stops with who. But that was not sustainable because I broke down at the end. Workplace conflict as well. Workplace conflict. People fight at work. You just hear people say, oh, it must be a personality clash. We don't see eye to eye. We must also remember that we're not at work to make friends, we're at work to work. If I come in the morning and I don't greet you that day, Pumagin. Not greeting you is exactly that message. Pumagin. Now, stop going around and saying, oh, she didn't even greet me today. Oh, Nimboli, see, what? Pumagin. Give me my space. Lack of recognition. There isn't that thing that says, well done, thank you very much for what you did. You know that document that you did, the ministers presented it the way it was. Well done. Coming from your boss. Wouldn't that be nice? You see the impact of your work. Well done. And if I do that, if I'm that kind of a boss that says, well done, you've done so well, even if I call you at 2 a.m. and say, wake up, the minister wants this, you will get up and sit on your butt and work. Because why? I appreciate. It's such a boost of confidence. I know we don't get bonuses anymore. But things like that make a difference. Just to say, I recognize you, I see you, I see the work that you are doing and the impact you are making. Relating to other colleagues as a manager and as a staff member, sometimes it's difficult to relate to other people that you work with. You might be an introvert. and you might be an extrovert, but sometimes it just happens that, you don't relate well to people. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. You shouldn't worry about that. You are there to do your work. Toxic work environment. Two people fighting in your corridor, just two. They affect everyone else. You walk in, you can just feel that energy of negativity. You feel it because energy is contagious. You can just feel that toxicity because two people are fighting. People are failing to sit down and say, the way you spoke about me in the meeting, I did not like it. People fail to do that and sort things out. They just start not talking to each other. And now you start wondering now, we are working together, now we're not talking to each other. Is it going to be email only? Now, if I don't understand what you are writing, what must I do? Because you are not talking to me. What should happen? We need to make sure that our working relations are healthy. People will always have differences. We sort them out, we work. We move with the business of the day. We need to boost staff morale as well. This is one of those things. Thank you very much, HR, GCIS. Well done. This goes a long way in boosting the staff morale of women in this department. Also, that we have that responsibility of ensuring that as supervisors, those that are supervisors, you need to ensure staff wellness and safety. It's on your shoulders. If I come to the office and I collapse and I report to you, you should see what to do about that, because I report to you. If I don't come to the office and I don't call you that day, don't leave it. Don't think, I don't love you, the food. What if I'm dead in my house? I always fight with managers in my department for that thing, exactly. Because when they come to wellness, it's when a staff member hadn't been coming to work for a month. They say wellness interview. I'm like, what did you do the very first day that person didn't come to work? Did you just leave it? You can't. Your staff member did not report to work. Call and find out. If there is no response, send someone there or get the next of kin. That shows being caring as a manager. Don't come when it's too late. Types of mental illness. Those are the different types, your anxiety disorders, the depression disorders. Those are the most common. There's the worst ones like your schizophrenia. Those are the hectic ones, where you find that people have to be committed as well. There's bipolar mood disorder. We are finding that bipolar mood disorder is becoming more common these days. I don't know whether it's because of our lifestyles or because of our diets, but bipolar mood disorder is becoming very, very, very common. For some reason, we are a sick nation, people. And the worst thing is that when it's not diagnosed, it is a problem. Because bipolar disorder is just something else. It's crippling. And it changes a person's behavior so badly, you actually wonder what's going on. Because it involves very high serotonin level, where a person is so happy and so hyper, they can even jump on top of the table and dance and they are happy. That is called the manic episode. And then tomorrow morning, they don't even pitch at work. You go home, they are lying in bed, like flat. The depressive level, that is the mood. So it's high, it's low. There's no balance in between. If you don't take any medication for the balance, then that's how that person exists. You wouldn't understand. Those are the type of people that will come to the bar and say, everyone that's here, all drinks are on me, and they max out their credit card. You get happy like, oh, she's so kind. Can't you? There's a problem. And then that person can tomorrow not come to work, and you go to their house, you find that they've taken tablets and they are gone. It's crippling. And we are finding that it has gone up. There are eating disorders as well. Where, you see, one thing that I actually do not like, the way we bring up our children and the way we keep on going on about your children's weight. What are we doing? No, about size 40. What kind of a lady are you going to be when you are so fat and eating too much? What are you doing to that child? Then the child starts thinking, because I'm fuller figured, then I'm not good enough. And that is when your child starts starving themselves. Because now you are busy drumming it into a head to say you don't look good just because you are a fuller figured person. And then the child starts starving themselves. And if that condition does not get stopped, the body just dies of starvation. The opposite of that is bulimia. That is when you eat, you can't resist not eating, you eat, and then after eating, what do? You go to the bathroom and then take out the food before it gets a chance to make you fat. It's like, oh, I've eaten you and it tasted nice, but I'm taking you out before you do anything in my body. Dangerous. Dangerous for them who suffers. Personality disorders. This is not very common, but we do have people with personality disorders who just can embody different, any personality at any given time. And we don't understand it. I come in one day, let's say maybe it's Mr. Kosa. Sorry, Mr. Kosa. Mr. Kosa, he comes, one day he's just like a lady. Mr. Kosa comes to move like this. It's Mr. Kosa. Yeah? Okay. Embodying different personalities at any given time. It is no laughing matter. I'm just trying to give you examples so you understand what I'm talking about. I'm going to concentrate on those two. Depression and anxiety. See. She's saying time is over, but anyway, let me just look at those two. What else is left? Okay. Depression and anxiety are the worst, and those are the ones that are plaguing our people in this day and age. Those are the symptoms. Do not ignore them. If you are waking up in the morning and your heart is beating fast and you have no reason why, there's nothing wrong. You're not scared about anything. Don't ignore it. If it goes on for about a month, don't ignore it. Something is wrong. Anxiety. There's something that is worrying you, that is stressing you, that you're not paying attention to, and then your body is on fight or flight mode because the stress hormone is released. And that is the hormone that is used to help you to run or fight. But now, because you are on a constant state of stress, your body is on fight or flight mode, which is just not good. You are straining your heart, you are straining your thyroid, so you can become physically sick from stress. People, do not take it lightly. Seek help. Seek help. There's so many things that you can experience. Depression. If it goes on for a month that you are struggling to get up and go to work in the morning, that you just don't feel happy, everything is just dim and black. You go shopping, you love your flowers and stuff. When you go to Queen's Park, you love the flower clothing, and then all of a sudden it's all dull. And it goes on for a long time. Do something about it. Something is wrong. Let it not get to a time when one day, even the thought of your children does not stop you from deciding that it ends here, I am done, it's over, I do not want to live anymore. Let it not get there. Because if you don't listen to your body, if you don't listen to your mind and seek help, you are going to get there. It is so easy. If you haven't gotten there, lucky you. But it is so easy to get there and difficult to get out. That is why we hear of women that have poisoned themselves and their children because they got to a point where they felt that I cannot turn right, I cannot turn left, forwards and backwards, life is meaningless, I cannot live anymore, I am deciding to go away. And some of them think, I can't leave my children behind. So, our NCSL time is over, but let me just mention this. I'm not moving to the next slide. I am saying, do you, because you are important. Yes. Love yourself. When you wake up in the morning and get dressed and look at yourself in the mirror, be happy. Look at yourself and say, damn, yes, I'm beautiful. God, can you see the masterpiece that He created? Do you. You're not doing it for anyone else but for you. Because happiness is an inside job. Do not depend on a person to make you happy. Do not depend on your husband to make you happy. He's going to have to, but it will end in tears, we say. That is why happiness is within you. It's an inside job. You go and dig it out, man. No man, go there, dig it. Even if the smile is not there, smile.